Hyundai first came to American shores in 1986. They had a car called the XL, which didn't. One of the Hyundai executives said to me, why is it that whenever somebody does a story on Hyundai and how well Hyundai is doing now, they have to bring up the awful Hyundais from when Hyundai first came to the U.S.? He said, every time someone does a story on Ford, they don't mention the Pinto. It's a good point. But at least we don't talk about the Yugo anymore. Anyway, back to the resurrection of Hyundai. It's a pretty remarkable story. From a brand best known for questionable quality to a brand with one of the highest quality ratings for a non-premium car, that's only part of the story. Hyundai is also one of the few car companies that showed strong growth during the worst economic period since the Great Depression.
We were up significantly. We're at 4.2% market share. A year ago, we were around 3%. That's a huge increase for us.
Jim Traynor is Hyundai's National Product Public Relations Manager.
So I think you go to a Hyundai dealership I'd like you to go there to see how we've changed. But you also go there to see products that are from the subcompact level up to the Veracruz full-size crossover utility to a vehicle like the Genesis and the Genesis Coupe.
Hyundai's latest product is the all-new Tucson. It's an economy-priced, compact sport utility vehicle.
It's all new for 2010. It's a very stylish vehicle. It's actually the first of our fluidic sculpture. That's actually our new design theme, where it's kind of like a flowing design, as if almost it was a stone in a creek or something like that. So it's very, very aerodynamic and smooth looking.
Mike Nino is a product manager for the Hyundai Tucson.
It gets good gas mileage, and also it handles and performs more like a sedan, while you have the utility of an SUV.
The technology package on the 2010 Tucson adds a rear-view camera, which should really be standard these days on all vehicles, especially SUVs, to help prevent driveway tragedies in which parents run over their own kids. One of the major problems with Hyundai's backup camera is that it insists on telling you it's a Hyundai for a really long time after you start the car and put it in reverse. First of all, I already know what type of car I'm driving. Second of all, what I really need the rear view camera to do is show me what's behind me, especially when I'm in a rush.
Now here's the problem. I've already backed out of my driveway and it's still telling me I'm in a Hyundai in reverse. Now the rear view camera comes on. I think that takes too long. And yeah, I agree to whatever your lawyers have to say.
The Hyundai camera actually kept showing me its logo until after I had backed out of my garage and down my driveway, which is the route along which most of the tragedies really happen. On a much less serious note, Hyundai's come up with a really good place to put your BlackBerry, your iPhone, your iPod, all those other devices. The problem is it's got holes in the side. I don't know why. They're sort of cool looking, but when you take a turn, presumably you're not just going to drive the car straight. When you make a hard right or a hard left, the phone goes flying out through the little hole. Speaking of changing course, a company once known as a builder of subpar cars is now focused on building high-quality, affordable vehicles.
Our chairman a few years ago said quality is going to be our top priority. And when an edict like that comes from the chairman of a company like Hyundai, guess what? It happens.
The 170 horsepower front-wheel drive Hyundai Tucson gets 23 miles per gallon in the city and 31 on the highway. The heated seats were a nice thought, but aren't much of a bun warmer. Some car seats heat up enough to be used as a panini press. The Hyundai increased the temperature only enough to make you wonder if something was going on downstairs. The interior felt like it belonged to a much more expensive car. The exterior also looked like a more expensive vehicle. One of my neighbors texted me to tell me he thought it looked like I had a new Lexus in my driveway. Even the plastic doesn't feel like plastic, which is a good thing. The 0 to 60 speed is 8.2 seconds. The Tucson starts at around $24,000. The prices tested, which included a premium package with a sunroof, navigation, upgraded audio, and that backup camera, was about $28,000. I'm Grant Winter reporting.